but most of my guys are all booked out, and they'll take walk-ins wherever they can. The guys here will just grind on walk-ins all day, like in between their appointments and stuff. So I mean, call-ins, we're doing call-ins right now.
Right.
You can go call in from in front of the shop, and if we can get you in, we will. um
So between the
yeah.
big custom work, people are doing the bangers off the wall still.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right. While you're giving advice and tips out here for folks, uh, one thing I've been asking people lately is like, you got any good tips to get the most out of the convention experience for when that starts back up again? And it will be probably by, I think it'll be hot and heavy again by late summer or fall. But what do you do to ensure? Or not nowadays. Nowadays, you're going in probably fully booked. But when you were still hustling, what would you do to ensure you would have a successful show?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm typically fully booked at a show prior, but I bring my crew, and they may not all be fully booked, and we'll fly over to Italy or something, and we'll have like 4 booths, um, and the secret to that is presentation, like nice banners, nice setup on your table. Like we do tablecloths, like custom tablecloths and stuff like that. But the main thing is having a nice selection of pre-drawn designs. I find that people don't like picking colored flash. So if you painted flash, typically they're not inclined to get that tattooed. They're more inclined if you have all of your drawings, line drawings cut out and placed on the table, they're more inclined to come by and pick that off the table, as opposed to opening up a book with a bunch of line drawings. They're less inclined. If you spread them out on your table and you have line drawings, and even more so if you put the price, because they don't even have to ask you. They're like, okay, cool. And the magic number is 200. I find that the magic number for someone just walking around, they can do 200. So if you base your designs off of $200, you can, crank out a whole bunch of those in one day, and you're set.
Nice. That's a good point, man.
I mean,
Now,
that's, yeah.
how do you see, say, so you think that's a magic number that applies to most areas? Because some people will say, well, if I go to a show in this metro area, yes, I can get top dollar. If I go here, I people won't give me change. So,
Nah, I find that that's a pretty good number most places, because people are going to a tattoo convention, understand that they're going to be spending around that. I mean, and you may have people that don't want to spend $200.
yeah, but you may
but
not want them as
but you
clients.
may not really want to do that, because you're getting to do something that you like and that other people are wanting to do. And so you let those people walk on by and get the people that are wanting to spend that. And if they're wanting to spend more, then they'll probably talk to you about it.
Right. Oh, they'll
So
see something and go, hey man, if he's willing to do this for 200, what can I get for 4 or 5?
yeah,
That makes
yeah.
sense.
But you are also, a lot of times you want to kind of stick to what you have drawn, and you tell people, I'm actually just doing this, unless it's something that you can draw really quick, because you don't want to sit there and have to spend a lot of time drawing a custom tattoo where you could have done 3 of your other tattoos.
Right.
Unless it's just dead and that's all you can get, then do it. But typically you don't want to spend all that time drawing when you could have done other stuff.
Okay. Now, when you go to a show, are your artists working the booth, or do you generally bring somebody to handle the front of the booth for you?
It just depends. It just depends. A lot of times, how if I know the show is really busy, then I will bring someone. I'll bring like our manager, or if there's an apprentice at the time, we'll bring them to work the booth. But it really just depends.
Cool. All right, cool. That's trying to think here. So do you have any plans to do any shows later in the year, or anything you have scheduled for late in the year, or are you just sitting and waiting like the rest of us?
Well, I'm thinking about going. There's going to be a Rome convention, and they reached out to me, and I wrote them back.